Thank you for staying with us. In the biggest drug bust in the national capital, over 500 kilograms of cocaine and 40 kilograms of hydroponic marijuana was seized. Cumulatively, it is worth 5,600 crores and it points to the involvement of an international drug smuggling syndicate. Now, 4 people have been arrested in connection with this case by the special cell of the Delhi police, but today the BJP alleged that there is a political link to this entire drug haul. Tushar Goyal, the alleged kingpin in this drug bust, is the head of the RTI cell of the Indian Youth Congress, said the Saffron Party. Goyal, who used the alias Dicky Goyal on social media, has often posted pictures with several prominent Congress leaders, including Lok Sabha Member of Parliament Dipinder Singh Hooda and Haryana Unit Chief Uday Bhan. The Youth Congress, though, vehemently denies those allegations. They say that Tushar Goyal was expelled from the organisation in October 2022, 2 years ago, for anti-party activities, and since then has not been associated with them. It's nothing but BJP's malicious attempts to defame the Congress party, is what they say. But the timing of this allegation is key because it comes on the day campaigning for Haryana elections ends. Remember, the state goes to polls on Saturday, the 5th of October. So is there any proof of this link of the Congress party or the money that's allegedly being used in the Haryana elections that the BJP is making? Does that charge of the BJP hold any water?
किंगपिन है, जिसका नाम तुषार गोयल है, जिसका डिक्की गोयल के नाम से सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट है, वो इंडियन यूथ कांग्रेस के आरटीआई सेल का चीफ है।
ठीक चुनाव के पहले इस तरह का जो आरोप लगाया जाता है या इस तरह का जो इल्ज़ाम लगाया जाता है वो सिर्फ चुनाव में जनता को भ्रमित करने के लिए होता है।
Joining me on this broadcast, political analyst Sanjay Rana, Ambush Dixit, spokesperson of the Congress, and advocate Sumit Chandar is with us as well. Ambush Dixit, let me begin by asking you. We had the Congress today come out and say that we have no association with this man in question. 2 years ago, he was expelled for anti-party activities. What were these anti-party activities? That's something that the BJP asked questions as well. Was it related to these drug operations that he's now been arrested for?
Thank you for having me. The anti-party activities that we were talking about was this man was actually meeting BJP leaders and was working with them. This is on record. I'll show you a picture of a BJP leader, Mr. Anil Jain from Haryana, who has also been a BJP National Secretary. If you can see the picture. This man is a BJP leader. Mr. Tushar Goyal met him. And other than that also, this man had been meeting several BJP leaders. I have pictures of him with the former Minister of Fishery in the Modi government, whom he met on 20th of April this year. I have pictures of this guy meeting Mr. Ramveer Singh Biduri, who is a sitting member of parliament of the Bharatiya Janata Party. These were the anti-party activities. This man was involved in various other things, and therefore we took a disciplinary action that because this guy was meeting these BJP leaders and we had information that this guy was trying to cross over, or maybe he was trying to work as an asset for the Bharatiya Janata Party in our party. That's why he was expelled from the Indian Youth Congress. He was expelled in 2022, ma'am. I have pictures of this guy that I just showed to you with BJP leaders, prominent BJP leaders, with a sitting member of parliament. The picture was taken this year in March 2024. I have a picture of, I just showed that picture this guy meeting former Minister of Fisheries in the Modi government when he was a minister. Mind you, this picture was taken in April 2024.
Sure.
This picture
Sure. So
was
the
taken
link
in.
with the BJP is far more recent than the link with the Congress is the allegation. And Sanjay Rana, if pictures
No,
are
no.
anything
So-
to
so
go,
the-
so if
yes.
pictures are anything to go by, Sanjay Rana, then the BJP does not come out smelling like roses either. So why then are we seeing this kind of allegation come to the fore?
Good evening. Good evening to my fellow panelists. First of all, drugs is a cancer for any civilized society or any society, and it's obviously damaging the future. If you want to destroy any country, you need to do two things. One is anyways called nasha. Another one is obviously you need to take the people from their cultures. In this way, you can destroy it. When we talk about this allegation, obviously, taking a picture or having a picture with anyone is not a big challenge. I can have a picture with Sonia Gandhi ji or Mr. Narendra Modi. It's not a big deal at all. When they are saying that they expel in 2022, there is any letter which is there which they can show.
There is actually, there is an expulsion letter from October 2022.
Yeah, Tushar is expelled from this post which he has.
Yes.
Number one. Number two. Number three, when we talk about this kind of allegation, why? Whenever we're recruiting, any kind of recruitment happen and we are giving a post to any such person, we need to do the investigation and we need to have at least background check. He is not a new man. If he's doing a drugs, he's a drug peddler of 5,600 crore, then obviously it's hands-on, he's hands-on and he's aware about how to do the business. And it was absolutely not a new man. He's been doing since ages. When he was doing since ages, it's not a 2 year, it's happened in only last 2 years. So if anyone is doing such kind of activity, then Congress is links coming with the Congress. That Congress has to answer. Taking a picture, again I'm saying it, taking a picture or having a picture is not justifying. I can mob anyone picture and put my picture and say that I was standing with having a picture with Sonia ji, having a picture with Modi. But that is not at all justifying. If the person is coming from a Congress background, he has a Congress link. There is a link of drugs. There is a 5,600 crores valuation of that drugs. If all these are coming together, then Congress party need to be answered. And with the similar kind of photographs were there with Sonia Gandhi ji, obviously Rahul ji, Mr. Hooda. Obviously, he had a picture. Is not a big deal. Again, I'm saying. Again and again, Congress spokesperson or
There is
Congress
no picture with
trying
Mr.
to
Rahul
justify
Gandhi ji or
why
Mrs.
the
Sonia
picture.
Gandhi. Please,
Again, I'm
please
saying,
don't mislead.
sir, I'm not spoken anything in between. Please allow me to speak. Then you have a chance.
Please.
You can speak and do the counters. Not an
Please.
issue. Okay, I'm here only, and you're also here only. First, they need to give answer why from where this money were coming. Number one. Number two, this kind of people, how can they appoint a drug peddler as a party leader or is giving some important post? So Congress party has to come out and give the answer. Just saying he had a picture with the fishery minister, he had a picture with somebody else is not justifying.
But he was expelled by the Congress party from this
May I
position
speak now?
2
May I
years
speak?
ago. And
May
there
I
is an
have 10
expulsion
seconds?
letter. You asked for a document,
Can you give
Sanjay
me 10
Rana. There
seconds,
is an
Ravi?
expulsion letter that we've accessed here as well. If you can put that out for you, and if you have a screen in front of you, you'll see that. There it goes. This is dated 17th October 2022.
Poonam, any drug,
Ma'am,
if
he
you are
has
doing
some
it,
very
you
serious
become a drug
allegations. May I-
peddler
can
or
you
you
just
are
give me 10 seconds?
participating in
Ambush
drug
Dixit,
quantity.
I'll come to you. Let him finish, please.
Okay.
Please.
Anyone who's involved in the drugs, obviously, he has a long chain. It's not a newcomer. He's not born today. He's not born 2020. He's not born in 2023. Obviously, he has a long link, and he has been doing drugs. He was involved in drugs activities since long.
Sure.
Why Congress party has nominated him or appointed him as an RTI activist, RTI chief of Youth Congress? If it's a Youth Congress member or he was an RTI chief of the Youth Congress, then Congress need to come up. Why? How can they can appoint any drug dealers or drug peddler?
Sure.
And obviously looking at a scenario, this is not the only incidents which happen with the Congress. Lot of things are keep on coming from abroad as well as India. All the anti-national activities or the drug peddlers are linked with the Congress. So Congress has to come out. Need to.
I don't know if there's
clarify each
any
and every
proof to
doubt
the
whatever
allegations that
there.
you're making, but Ambush Dixit, as far as this particular man in question is concerned, yes, we agree with you that he was expelled 2 years ago, but he was a part and office bearer of the Congress party. Was there any inkling, any check on his backgrounds, the other people that he worked with? A, that needs to be addressed, perhaps internally for the Congress party as well. B, this comes at a time when we are going to be seeing elections in the state of Haryana, and there are Haryana leaders that seem to be linked with this particular individual as per the BJP as well.
Let me answer your second question first. I have shown a picture of one Haryana leader, Mr. Anil Jain, who's from BJP, with whom this guy had a picture with. If pictures are anything to go by, I can show you n number of pictures which link these people and people involved in terrorist attacks, people involved with the ISI who are linked with Bharatiya Janata Party. I have pictures of one Mr. Dhruv Saxena who was involved with ISI and had pictures with Mr. Kailash Vijayvargiya and Shivraj Singh Chauhan. I have pictures of Talib Hussain, Jammu and Kashmir.
Sure,
BJP
I
social
understand.
media
Pictures are not proof of anything. I get that.
Let me just. So you also said that because Haryana elections are coming up, and that's why they are showing these pictures. They want this to be a topic. They are losing the elections. Hands down, they are losing the elections. And with this impending defeat, these guys have nothing else to do. This man was appointed and removed in 2022. 2 years, we have had no contact with him while he had been regularly meeting with BJP leaders. Why was he meeting these BJP leaders? What was BJP's connect with this drug deal? I raised this question to Mr. Sanjay Rana. What was Mr. Sanjay Rana doing? What was the Bharatiya Janata Party doing? Why was... Just let me finish, Mr. Rana. Let me finish, please. I understand that you are definitely...
Go ahead, Ambuj Dixit. There's another panelist waiting. Go ahead. Finish your point.
Can I just... Insofar as drugs are concerned, can the Bharatiya Janata Party answer what has happened in the investigation of Mundra port drugs? 25,000 crore worth of drugs seized from the port. That is in Gujarat. That state has been ruled by the Bharatiya Janata Party for decades now.
Sure. So if the Congress has explaining to do, then the BJP has explaining to do as well.
When we appointed him as RTI, RTI chief of Delhi Youth Congress, we had no idea.
Sure. So you were caught unawares when he was appointed, whether or not he was involved in any criminal activities back then or no, we don't know yet. We don't know yet if he was involved in any criminal activity back then or no. That's a part of investigation. But Sanjay Rana, 30 seconds to respond. I need to get into Super Chandar as well.
I have not finished my response.
He had mentioned
Ambuj Dixit, unfortunately, I don't have too much time on this debate. I need to get in Mr. Chandar as well.
Yeah, he had, Mr. Congress spokesperson made the statement that drugs seized in Gujarat. Obviously, if you look at the last 10 years tenure, if you look at the total number, seized more than 30,000 crore drugs. And when you look at the UPA tenure, it was 766 crore drugs only. So you need to see if the drugs are seizing, that means government is absolutely focusing on that. And they want to close the, whatever the transportation,
okay,
whatever links are there.
Okay, sure. That's one way to look at it. That's one way to look at it. But Sumit Chandra, as far as this particular case is concerned, Mr. Dixit, please hold on. Sumit Chandra, as far as this particular case is concerned, whether there is any Congress link or not, whether there's a BJP link or not, that is a part of investigation, will be investigated. But to be in possession of drugs that are valued for over 5,000 crores, is it possible to be doing that without any sort of patronage from the administration, from perhaps the police or the politicians involved? Can this operation be run without any sort of patronage at all?
See, let us first understand what has happened in this case. Of course, these are huge, not only amounts, but huge quantities. And the NDPS Act, which deals with all these narcotic substances, they're divided into various categories of the NDPS substances. In this case, 2 were found, and both in commercial quantity. One was cocaine. Here, about 500 kilograms of cocaine approximately was found in possession. Now, cocaine is a manufactured drug, and that's why covered under Section 21 of the NDPS Act, and it says the imprisonment would be up from 10 to 20 years. A commercial quantity is a quantity where even if you have 100 grams or more, it will be termed as a commercial quantity so far as cocaine is concerned. In this case, it was 500 kilograms. So that's quite a huge quantity here. And you're right, the other substance was cannabis. Now, cannabis, in this case, it was about 40 kgs that was found, and it's covered under Section 20 of the NDPS Act. Again, imprisonment is about 10 to 20 years. the maximum which quantifies as a commercial quantity is 1 kg. In this case, it was 40 kgs. So when such huge quantities or commercial quantities are found, then again the process will be followed, arrests will be made, I think already made here. Now, whether now the accused are going to apply for bail, whether bail will be granted or not, these are all the procedural aspects which will come into being. And that is where the connection, how they did it, who were involved, will automatically come into the forefront. So we have to wait till the investigation begins before actually start blaming out who is responsible, who all are involved in this.
Sure. So the investigation needs to be completed, but the timing of this is significant. It's suspect as well, if you go by what the Congress says. But is this really something that would impact voters when they do cast their ballot in Haryana? Well, a lot of people on ground don't believe so. This is just a last-ditch effort by the BJP, is what the Congress says. The BJP, though, continues to demand answers. Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time. Mr. Dixit. Thank you so much for joining us here, all of you three gentlemen, and sharing your perspective. It is time for a quick break on this edition of Plain Speak, but on the other side, we'll get you all those details that are taking place in West Asia. Israel continues its offensive against the Hezbollah in Lebanon as a shadow of a larger, wider conflict looms large.